Hello and welcome back. If you're looking for exercises to become a stronger, more powerful rider on the bike, then this video is going to be for you. It's very hard to get access to gyms, equipment and trainers right now, so it's time to start looking at what you can do at home without any equipment to help you progress your strength on the bike. I've put together my favourite exercises that can be done with very minimal equipment. All you need is a bench or a step. So stay tuned and I'll show you these exercises that can help benefit your strength on the bike. Before I get started, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you do find this video beneficial and this is the type of video you'd like to see more of, make sure to hit the like button so that I can see that. If you have any suggestions of any topics or any ideas you'd like covered, just drop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get to them whenever I can. So this video will have two sections. The first will go through some mobility warm-up exercises, which are fantastic for counteracting some of the things that might happen to you when you're on the bike for long periods of time. When you're sitting in static positions, you do tend to get quite tight and lose ranges of motion. So these exercises will be fantastic at counteracting those and will help you prevent any sort of aches and pains and potential injury. From there, I'll go into the main strength exercises which I use to stay strong and powerful on the bike without the use of any real exercise equipment. And at the very end, I'll leave a sample workout so you can put these all into practice and get a good workout for yourself. Our first mobility exercise is the shoulder dislocate. Using a broomstick, take a wide grip and with the arms locked out straight, pass the stick overhead in a smooth, wide arc motion. Just make sure to keep your torso nice and straight throughout the movement. If you want to make it a little bit harder, just move your grip in slightly narrower. This is a great exercise for freeing up the shoulder and chest muscles, preventing an achy neck and upper back. Our second movement is the figure 4 hip lift. Position yourself on a bench and cross one leg over the other. Lower your bum to the ground and then drive your hips back up to the top again. Focus on keeping the cross-legged knee pushing towards the ground and then following through with the hips by squeezing the glutes as hard as you can. This is great for activating the glutes and also great for freeing up the hip joint and increasing hip range of motion. Lastly, we have the Hindu press-up. This is a great exercise for overall flexibility, stabilization and control. Start in a press-up position and drive your hips as high as you can. From here, descend in a scoop-like motion, finishing with the chest high and the hips low. Return to the high hip position and make sure to keep the legs straight and your heels pushed to the ground to stretch the calves and hamstrings. We start our first strength exercise with the reverse lunge. This exercise develops a powerful leg drive by working both the glutes and the quads. It is also great for promoting good range of motion in the hips. From a standing position, get your balance and take a long, smooth stride in reverse. Drive through the front heel and return to the starting position. Try to be as smooth in the stride as possible and control the front knee. Make sure to avoid leaning too far forward with the torso and try to keep your front shin perpendicular with the ground. Next up is the slow eccentric single-legged box squat. This is a great raw strength exercise which will correct strength imbalances and activate stabilizer muscles. Get your balance on one leg and using a bench or chair at approximately knee height, very slowly lower yourself down. Don't completely unweight on the chair before you forcefully stand back up again. This exercise should be done very slowly and you should focus on being very precise and controlled. Now we have the drop jump to provide an explosive pop to our pedaling. From a small block, drop to the ground in a controlled squat-like movement. As soon as you've absorbed the landing, explode straight up into a jump. Be as forceful and as violent with your jump as possible to really get all you can out of it. Now we move on to an exercise to work our upper body and core. We want to use our body as an entire unit so that when we stand up to pedal hard, we can stay stable all the way through to where we control the handlebars. We start with a smooth, full range press up. At the top, raise one arm to the sky and rotate onto the side of your feet. Keep the core engaged to prevent the hips from sagging. If you find the press up is something you struggle with, you can use the shoulder touch exercise to work in a very similar way. Now we have the single arm, single leg band row to work on our balance and symmetry. Raising the same leg as the arm we pull with, hinge into an RDL-like position. Drive the elbow back to pull the band. Do your best to keep your back leg as straight as possible as you will tend to let it drift back down as I do here. Here I've given a sample workout using the exercises I've just shown you. I've given some suggestion for the reps and sets that you can use as a starting point, but if you feel like you can do more, then just add a couple of sets or more reps, or you can even reduce your recovery times to get a little bit more difficulty into the session. I hope you found these exercises beneficial, and if you did, just remember to hit the like button so that I can see that. And I appreciate any comments, so if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them in the comments below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Until next time, thank you for joining.